Welcome back to another video. I'm Korenn Rachelle and this is my Carne Guisada. This was really delicious. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you go ahead and hit that button and let's jump in. So as you can see here, I'm getting started with some fresh oyster mushrooms. Just getting a rough chop. Into the saute pan, and I'm caramelizing the mushrooms until they become nice and brown. And I have a whole array of seasonings I've added to these mushrooms because this is the quarterback of the mock meat for this recipe. So make sure you check the details in the description box below on what I added. Into the bowl once they've cooled, and I've added a bit of chickpea flour as well as a couple other ingredients, so make sure you check the recipe on that as well. And so here I'm making the mock meat. This is an extra step. You definitely don't need rice paper, and you don't have to make this into a roast because you need stewed meat. So essentially you can break up the mixture into small chunks and saute it in that way. That's another way of doing it. But I kind of wanted to make a small little roast out of it and get some more even cuts. So as you can see here, I'm making a little roast. And I will be refrigerating this before I cut it. For the stew, I have some onion, potato, of course, and I had these carrots already, so I just decided to use these little baby carrots. And here is the mock roast, and I'll be cutting these into small chunks, good for a stew. Into the saute pan for a nice pan sear, just to get them nice and golden brown and crispy on the outside. After I remove the mock meat out of the pan, I go right in with some homemade sofrito. You can find a recipe for that on my blog. Tomato sauce, some fresh garlic, spices, some fresh herbs, olives, those onions, and carrots. And so I give this a jump start in cooking before I add the meat back into the pot. I want to make sure the carrots are almost cooked before I add the mock meat back inside, just because it doesn't take that long, maybe about 10 minutes. And here's the mock meat right back inside of the stew, allowing that to cook for about anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes just to get all those flavors melded together. So here we go with the plating. Just a bit of rice and beans, and right on top goes our Carne Guisada. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Before you leave, make sure you go over and check out my Instagram account and go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I would love to see your food pictures, so make sure you tag me in any of your vegan food pictures. And check out some of my other videos. I have a couple linked in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it, and I will see you next time.